everyone, Happy New Year 2017. So today I want to talk about a great open source Java project that will help you to hit the ground running for starting a new Java project. It's Jhipster. Yes, it's really amazing framework. What is Jhipster? Jhipster is a human generator and it's a rate model. It will generate a rate model Angular application with a Spring Boot backend. So for more detail, you can go to the site jhipster.github.io. Yeah, in this site you can see there's a lot of details information about the Jhipster. So it will help you to generate a simple Jhipster application, set up your environment and testing, deployment, and many things in here. That's really amazing. So before you are working on with Jhipster, I think you should make the setup your environment first. So you can go to here, set up your environment, and after that you choose installing the Jhipster. So because the Jhipster is working on Java 8, so that this is the necessary software package framework that you have to install before you working with the Jhipster. As first, you have to install Java 8 and you can download it from the Oracle website, and this is optional. I don't think it's necessary. However, the next is the necessary software package you need to install, that the Node.js. Yeah, this is you can go to this website and install it. Yeah, it will have the guidance for installation. And after that, after you install the Node.js website, you can upgrade it if you already have upgraded the Node.js. After that, you need to install the UML by this command, and after that, power and install the Jhipster and install this is the the priority packet that you need to installation. This is the Jhipster generator. Yeah. After all this one, and you can work with Jhipster. Okay, and now we're going to set up one simple Jhipster application. Before we work to generate a simple application, I want to talk about the Jhipster application type. There are two types of the Jhipster application. First is the monolithic application, and the next one is the microservice application. For the detail, you can go to the here and you can see here you can see that it will have the summary for the microservice vs monolithic architecture, and you can take a look about this one, and you can understand what type of this application. However, as first, I want to talk a monolithic application first, and in the next video clip, I will make another application written in microservice architectures. But however, at first, I will take a simple monolithic application and rate a demo on it. So as first, you need to have you can set up your Jhipster application via the Windows operation system or the Mac operation system, whatever. However, currently in here I have the Windows operation system, so that I will work on this environment first. So before you work at the application, I think I suppose that you already installed everything, the package needed about the here install the Jhipster. You have to finish on this one, and after that you open the commander in the window, and after that we are starting to generate the application. So at first you can need to make a folder for our application first, so that I want to make a, maybe I can say the block application. Yes, and then I'm go to the folder. Yeah, it's nothing in here, and after that you will create the application via the command your Jhipster. Enter. Yes. Now it's going to be to set up our application, and before it set up our application, it will ask us what type of the application we like to read. So in here there are three options here: monolithic application, microservice application, and microservice gateway. For microservice application and microservice gateway, I will talk later. But however, I would like to create the monolithic application first. So I press enter here, and it will ask us about the name of the application, so that I will make it default as block app. And after that, depend on your requirements, you can choose the question yes or no, depend your requirements. So that in here, I don't think I need the Jhipster marketplace, so I say no and enter. And after that, it asks you a package Java package, so that in here I think I can here choose the Java package is block up for symbol. Press enter, and after that it will ask you session authentication, so that I choose the default at the Spring security mechanism. Press enter, and in here, yes, in here you can choose the database that our application working on, so that I create our application will work with MySQL. So I choose MySQL, and you can enter to select the MySQL, and after that I still use the MySQL application database, and I keep the default for cache. And in here I would like to use the Maven to build our application instead of using the Radar. Enter, and it will ask you more technologies you want to use to connect to, but I think we can create the simple application. We don't need to use any other technology to use. Press enter. For lifestyle system, we no, and after that for international support, I think no. Rapid. Get a link. This is for testing framework. I think I keep it default. Press enter, and now we wait for a little to generate our application. I think it will take maybe some seconds, and we have to wait. Maybe it take a little long time. While we are waiting, so that I would like to start the uh, MySQL database first, and I need to use the MySQL workbench to connect to my SQL database. So that I use the localhost. Yes, in here, this is my. I think we don't need this one. Uh, it's okay. I think we keep this one and create new. Don't care about. This is my database. So the previous my database for testing. So that I don't think it. Uh, we don't care about this one. So stay here. So I want to talk about this website. Yeah, this website may have many information for us about the Jhipster. You can try this, and after that, you can learn how to generate the Jhipster application by using this one. It will help you to understand what we will do on this one, how to understand the Spring Boot technology application that we use in the Jhipster application, and, and the video relating many things in here. That's right. I love this site. Very detailed. Yes. Oh, not yet finished. We have to wait a little. With the monolithic application, it will generate for you the full stack application. That means it will generate for you to have the back end and front end also. In the front end, it will using the Angular JS. I think you already know the Angular JS. Uh, and in the back end, it will using the Spring Boot or written in Java, so that is connect to the front end via the, the total application running for the horn. So everything is all in one application. It's not separate any other components, so that very easy for you to control and manage, I think. Yes, it will download a lot of packets related to the Jhipster application, so that we have to wait because it came into the internet and download it. Depend on your internet performance, I think. Yeah, nearly finished. Yes, you can see it will generate the server apps and application, and after that the Lion generate application all in one. Yeah, right, it's done. And after that you can see have many files here. so that before we working on that to run this application, we need to check um, the connection string to our database first, and after that we can run it. So that I need to go to the code by type. Yeah, and I use the Visual Studio Code for coding. Yeah, this is the editor, very lightweight editor. So that before we run the application, after we generate, we need to check the connection string first. So as first, you need to go to the perm.xml file, and after that you searching the part of the here. Yeah, that's right, it's here. This is the connection string for to connect to our MySQL database, so that query is use localhost, and our database application will use the block app name schema. So the default here, and this is the username and password. Currently, I think in my environment, my SQL environment, so this is I use this as default uh, connection, so that I keep this one also. And after that, you can use check in here, and you can go man, and you can go to resources and go to config. Okay, in here you can see there are two YML file, and it have two files. One is for develop and one for production. So develop, when you development your application, you can use this one. And the next one, if you want to deploy to the server, yeah, I think you can build your application with the application products here. So that I think right now I working for the development, so that I only here check this one, and I will see the same connection string here. You can see this is the connection string MySQL, use localhost, and our application will generate block app, the schema block app, and the username is root, and the password is blank. This is current, is the same our my current environment, so that I don't need to change anything. So that you can see in here, currently we do not have any schema related to the block app. So that we at first we need to create the schema, and after that when we run this the Jhipster application, we automatically connect to our application schema, block application schema, and create a database relating to. So that I create the schema first in here. Here you can see create a schema. Depend on your environment, you can use the MySQL workspace or any connection application. I use here, and I create a schema block application and apply. Yes, finish and done. And you will see here nothing in here. You can see I can use the I can set a default schema. No table, nothing in here. So yeah, that's done. So that right now I can run the application, and it will automatically generate the necessary tables and order for running the application. So that I type to run this is very simple. In the window you can type mvnw and enter. Yes, it will maybe it will download many packages related to Java, Node.js, and like the Node modules and power components. So that we had to wait a little. Actually, the Jhipster application is run with the Java 8. so that I think your machine should have the 8 giga RAM is better. Otherwise, it will take a little slowly when while running. Yes, you can see it will run it here. Jhipster. Oh, it have error up error. Why? Really? I think there's some. Hmm, really? My database, liquid database not start correctly, or maybe it take a long time. Or little. Hey, maybe run again. I think it will. It said could not connect to database, so I think I have trouble connection. Hmm. Something wrong here. Yeah, it's passed and start a liquid base because the hipster used the liquid base to generate the database application. Oh, this is successful. Maybe relate to performance of the machine so that it have a trouble so that but right now it's successful and you can see that our application is working and running so that the address you can access in the local machine by this local host and the port is 188080. So yes, we can run this later, but now you can see in the application it will have generated tables related to so that we refresh it. Yes, that's right. Yeah, you can see in here uh, the necessary table will generate it. This is the default table for the Jhipster so that we could not change anything with it, but it will generate on in here. In the next section, I think I can create our database in here by using the entity and GDL application, but it will later. But as first, you can see it's successful. And now we can copy the address here, sorry, and yeah, and go to here, and you can press enter. Yes, that's right. This is our application. After generating uh, successfully the application, it will come here. And in by the default, you can log in here by using sign in, and you can type the admin and admin, the password admin the same, and you can change it if you want. After that, you can sign in. Yes, that's right. Now it's working, and currently we have no entity working on. And in here you can sign out if you want, or you can set a setting by change your name and your email address. And in here, this is the administration section that you can manage your application. As first, you can see the logs. Yes, it's will our application log, and it's here many in here, and you can see it what it be done in here. Yeah, many, and you can take your time to review it. And also we can have the we can check the health of the application by here. You can see it's up display. Okay, you can see display the total and everything in here and about our DB. Yeah, database and hello maybe. Yes, and after that you can have the configuration. I think I never look this one. I don't know what this one do, but in the you can see the metrics about the application. Yes, this is very useful for you to control your application by the memory, the total memory, because it uses Java, so that you can see the total memory how it's used and the heap memory and non-heap memory is used. Yeah, very heavy, right? You can see many things in here, everything in here. Yeah, please take your time to check. But the next section is I think it's necessary for you to review that API, and you can see this API. The API that is help you to another application will connect you via will connect to our application via the API in here, and you can see our many here. You can get API and you can try anything. I will talk this one right later. Yes, many things in here. Yes, yeah. Take your time to review. Okay, I think that's all for today. So that in the next session, I will uh, talk about the database. That means we will create a table, our table for working on, and how we generate the database, the entities in here, and after that we can connect it to working. Thank you very much for watching. See you in next